Now we look to the stars with the Hump Day Horoscope. Here's the star guy.
All right,
all right.
All right, dial up the stars for us.
Yes, well, and even though Mercury is retrograde, I thought, golly, we could use a little good news because Venus, the planet of love, has changed signs.
Ooh.
And I thought, you know, wherever Venus is, good things follow. So I thought we could use a little bit of that.
Go for it.
So for Sagittarians, since that's the sign that we're in, the money gods smile on Sagittarians.
Oh,
that's probably
keep
why
smiling.
sales has gone well the last couple of days or so. It is, and it's earned income. It's a result of the fruits of your labor. So you actually get rewarded financially in a real kind of tangible way for the good that you have done. How about that for good news?
There you go, Bobby.
All right, it's a good time to be a Sag. It's also a good time to be a Capricorn because when Venus, the planet of love, goes into your sign, things go your way. And you actually feel the love. You feel the love in a physical way, but you feel the love also in an esoteric way as far as work, opportunities. Capricorns everywhere normally don't have a lot of hope because they're the most serious sign in the world, but with Venus in their sign, things go very, very well for Capricorns. So,
I'll take both.
and that's good for business too. So I think both of those things are good news.
Good.
For Aquarians, not so much. Got to give a little bit more than they get. Venus is behind their sign, and they have to literally help those that are a little less fortunate than themselves and not be all about the Aquarian, but more about what you can do for other people and behind the scenes kind of stuff. And it only lasts for 30 days, so you could be a little gracious with it. For Pisces, it's about a group effort, and older females help the Pisces achieve their hope, wish, goal, or objective. And Pisces have been working very, very hard to try and reach that objective, and they get that brass ring, I guess is what it is they're trying to reach for over the next 3 or 4 weeks or so. For Aries, it's in their 10th house of career and public standing. It is time for the Aries to do a big career push, to be assertive, not aggressive. Aries everywhere, since they're ruled by Mars, are pretty aggressive people. And you don't want to be brusque. You don't want to be abrupt. You want to be assertive and have people see that you really are the right person to do the job. So professional things go their way. For Tauruses, important matters go Taurus's way. Legal, educational, travel matters. Important matters at a distance. The pace of the Taurus's day-to-day living picks up. And Taurus does better, and this is important for Pat, with larger organizations rather than small individual ones. This is a good time to approach any kind of larger group to get them on the same page as the Taurus rather than an individual effort.
Christmas wish.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. For Geminis, Venus is in their 8th house of other people's money flowing their way. This is where money falls out of the sky on Gemini, which is kind of interesting. And they benefit from unearned income, which so it's kind of nice. And remember, you know, the money flow, you give away or spend half of everything you get, and you keep that money flow going. So again, I have to say Christmas wish. For Cancers, Venus is in Capricorn. It is in their 7th house of partners. Cancers have 2 opportunities. If they're single, they get to attract someone. If they're married, it's almost like oil is poured on the rough waters of the partnership and smooths things out for Cancers because they've had a rough go. The last year or so, and for them, it's actually a very, very good time in their partnerships. For Leo, hard work pays off. They've got a lot of stuff to do, but there's a lot of gratification doing that job, doing that work, and they also get to expand a job that's close to their heart, something they've been working on for the last month or two, that takes their creativity and turns it into like a job.
Okay.
They make headway with that, and they make good headway with that, which is kind of a nice thing for them. And health matters also work out really well for Leo, which I'm kind of happy to hear, to tell you the truth.
Yes.
For Virgo, it's in their 5th house of love. Let's have fun, love, amusements, pleasure, sports. Single Virgos can finally attract someone. God, wouldn't that make a lot of holidays bright? Married ones, their love goes well. Creative things go very, very well. It's actually a very fun time to be a Virgo, so I'm glad I lived long enough to see it. For Libras, it is in their 4th house of home. Libras are trying very hard to beautify their home, to shore up their home and their foundations. They are doing things in their home to make it a better place for them to be. Rather than be out and about, they're spending a little bit more time trying to smooth out a home problem so it becomes a refuge and a sanctuary for them. And then for the last sign, for Scorpio, the pace of their day-to-day living picks up, but it doesn't pick up to warp speed. It picks up to something they can manage. Legal things go well, lower courts go well, educational matters, out and back, short distance trips go well for them, and they can carve out a pretty good deal for themselves. So all in all, considering that Mercury is retrograde,
That was
Venus
pretty
in
sound.
Capricorn
Yeah, I'll take
is good to hear. So I'm really happy to be able to say that for a change.
Well, I'm glad
so.
you brought us some good news this
There
morning,
you
my
go.
dear.
It's about time. So that's tomorrow's news today for the 12 signs of the zodiac.
Well, thank you, my dear. We'll see you next Wednesday. Do it
Always
again.
a pleasure.